let that team come out first and make your entrance out on the field. Coming to you live tonight from Central York High School, it's Todd Edwards with my broadcast partner, New Jones, welcoming you to the second round of District 3 6A football as the Wilson Bulldogs invade to play the team entering the field now, the Central York Panthers, who come in here with an 11-0 mark. And this crowd seems real energized tonight, along with the student body for Central York, Gil.
Yeah, Central York comes in ranked number 1 in the state in 6A, so they have a lot to prove. They was here last year during the district run and won the District 3 championship, and here they are right back at it. They're facing a formidable foe with Wilson Bulldogs, who are known for being here. They have 7 titles to the school's name.
Yeah, lofty resume for the Wilson Bulldogs, and we welcome the Wilson Bulldog viewers tuned in tonight from Berks County. Hopefully you're tucked inside your home with a bottle of water and some popcorn and ready to go for this big matchup tonight. Wilson Bulldogs, they come in here with an 8-3 record, a pretty impressive opening win last week. Fans, be aware we're experiencing some audio difficulties right now with our broadcast. Yeah, it was a stirring rendition of our national anthem played by the Central York Marching Band here. We are seconds away from the coin toss here as the captains will make their way out to midfield. The Wilson Bulldogs in their white jerseys with red pants. Central York Panthers, their black jerseys, a bit of a blackout tonight. I know the student section, it's a gray out in the student section tonight. An awesome night for football, too. A dry night, dry track, game time temperature 48 degrees tonight. Take this moment to want to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Dean's Auto Plaza, Spillman Studios, Checkmate Entertainment, 717 Hoops, York Area Flag Football League, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, along with Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, and S3 Performance Training. All sponsors for tonight's broadcast.
And it looks like Wilson wins the toss.
Wilson won the toss, but deferred. So Central York will receive the ball first here tonight. Fans continue to enjoy the game right now. We are experiencing audio difficulties here to get our broadcast. Will not affect anything visually for the broadcast tonight. Ben Rada, a short kick, and it would appear to go out of bounds on the far side. Good field position to open things up here for the Central York offense. Of course, they're led by the 2022 Penn State commit at quarterback, Bo Perbola, and he has some playmakers on that offensive side of the ball. Trayshawn Smith, Amir Manigault, Parker Hines. Their offensive line led by Danny Pham. And some awards went out this week, too, in terms of player of the game in Division I, and, of course, player of the year, B1, Bo Perbola. The defensive player, the injured Carter Glassmeyer, and the coach of the year for Division I, Gary Yonchak.
Like they'll put the ball on the 35-yard line.
Ball be set up at the 35-yard line. Go back in shotgun formation. Spread offense. And that was a running play to kick things off here for Central York. Not much going there on the Johnny Walker. 1-2 test. Test 1-2 test. What's the PIAA when you get in contact with it? Yeah.
Right side too.
Up against the ball number 4, Jaden Jones. Brought down there to 13. That'll move the chains. Huffman keeps the ball, flag on the play. Holding on the Bulldogs.
Try to talk my side.
Test 1, 2, test. Todd Edwards back again. I want to apologize for our audio difficulties. Our producer Cliff Kern trying to work on those as we speak here. And as our fans have been watching here, it's been a time-consuming drive here for the Wilson Bulldogs. Ball set up at the 21-yard line at Central. And it's been a run-oriented style offense here for the Wilson Bulldogs, looking to punch it in here on this contest. And another penalty against the Wilson Bulldogs here, Duke. Kind of juggling many hats here. Duke Jones, my broadcast partner, and yours truly, Todd Edwards here. Hopefully we'll work through the technical difficulties here on the audio side. We're real time here. It's live, and we thank you for tuning in this Friday night. Shooting Stars. First down and forever right now for Wilson. Ball set up at the 26-yard line. We're under a minute to go here in the opening contest, the opening quarter. Scoreless right now, 0-0. But Wilson threatening to give to Jaden Jones. The senior running back has a couple D1 offers due to Navy, Sacred Heart, and St. Francis.
They're going to be about the 23.
Bring up a second down and 20 right now.
Let's get to our sponsors. Gotta get to our
York and Wilson. Be a good time to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Dean's Auto Plaza, Checkmate Entertainment, 717 Hoops, the York Area Flag Football League, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, S3 Performance Training, and Spillman Studio. Sponsors for tonight's broadcast, and we thank you for sponsoring. And we want to thank the fans for tuning in tonight. As the teams will flip field here to start the second quarter. The Wilson Bulldogs have a nice fan base that turned out tonight here at Central. Conversely, the fans of Central York are here as well with the student section coming out as they're gray out the student section here tonight. The winner of this game plays the winner of Hempfield and Harrisburg, which that game will be played tomorrow. In the District 3 6A championship game, which would be held next week.
Let's go ahead and run a quick, well, we'll wait. We're going to run a quick commercial. Let's go ahead and wait. On the first time out, we'll run that commercial for our main sponsor tonight, which is Dean's Auto Plaza.
Dean's keys to the game. We're going to get into that, hopefully, as long as this audio portion stays with us tonight.
Absolutely.
Too.
First time out that we have, we're going to get into the keys to the game.
We're back here with action here with Wilson on the move offensively. And they give to number 1, Cameron Jones, the brother of number 4, Jaden Jones. Cameron Jones, a junior for the Wilson Bulldogs.
Picks up about 6 yards. That'll be
bring up a third down and 15. Ball on the 18-yard line. Wilson has to get the ball to the 3-yard line of Central for a first down and goal. Brad Hoffman back in shotgun formation. The lone setback, Jaden Jones. And looking to throw the ball, this tight end, and brought down. 89, Brady Klein.
Brought down by number 7, Kyer Fulp. And I was going to say that earlier. He's been making a lot of good solo tackles for Central York this year, and you know, getting the guy down, number 7 for Central York, Kyer Fulp, senior.
Kyer Fulp. Yeah, keep an eye on him defensively. Of course, Trenton Dunnick and Niger DeWitt as well. Another defensive player to keep an eye on. The field goal unit is out for the Wilson Bulldogs. Ben Rada on the field goal attempt here. Snap is high, the kick is up. And the kick is good. And with that, Wilson breaks the ice first with a 3-0 lead over the Central York Bulldogs with 10:27 to go here in the second quarter from Central York High School.
And we're going to go ahead and run a commercial right now from Dean's Auto Plaza.
At Dean's Auto Plaza, we sell trucks as a team. Life is a game of trucks, gentlemen, and the trucks people need are everywhere around us. When you add a free year of roadside assistance and a free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty with your truck purchase, it's gonna make a difference to that customer. And when you look at that customer, you'll know they love trucks as much as you. Now, what are you gonna do? Now you know what you need to do. Dean's Auto Plaza, we are Hanover's truck giant.
We're back, fans. Getting ready to kick it off, the Wilson Bulldogs. Kick to the up man there for Central York. Looking for some running room.
Bulldogs kickoff.
It's Parker
High,
Hines.
number 6, Johnny Walker.
Correction to Johnny Walker with the return.
Returns the ball.
The #1 running back right now for Central York.
Yes, no doubt about it. It's a nice 1-2 punch of their running game with Joels Goff and a Johnny Walker.
If I'm not mistaken, this may be only the second time this year where Central is leading from behind, from behind right now.
They're used to
used to being in the
playing with
front.
the lead.
I believe against Exeter. Exeter won up 7-0 over Central York. So
and complete to Trenton Dunnick.
The ball is passed to number 9, Trenton Dunnick.
Big catch here by Trenton Dunnick, who we've seen on the defensive side, but also plays the tight end position on the offensive side for Central York.
and Wilson's doing a great job of blitzing. They're coming right up the gut. I took my eyes off the play for a second because I saw Bo take a big hit, but that's also a big play from Trenton Dunnick running down the lane and picking up that first down.
Presence, number
His
9.
parents are one of our sponsors tonight, Spillman
Spillman
Studios.
Studios. And the jet sweep here for Central by Amir Manigault with the carry.
And I think Central knows they've been here before, of course, last year. But you're going to get punched in the mouth first, or you got to respond. And right now, it looks like Central's doing that. They've been doing a great job getting the ball down the field, but they haven't been able to be successful near that red zone. So let's see what they can do on this drive.
Trips formation, far side for Central York. Ball on the 42-yard line of Central. Bo back in shotgun formation, looking to throw the ball. And complete to Amir Manigault out to about midfield. He's tackled by a swarm of Wilson Bulldog defenders.
Pass to number 2, Amir Manigault is complete. That's good for a catching follow first down.
Wilson Bulldogs come in with an 8-3 record, too. An impressive win last week at York High. Here in the second round matchup. The winner of this game will play the winner of Harrisburg and Hempfield tomorrow. Incomplete. It almost looked like that was going to be picked off there. A pass intended for number 2, Amir Manigault. Bring up a second down and 10 with 8:53 to go here in the second quarter. It's Wilson 3, Central York 0. We thank you for tuning in tonight and watching Sports Shooting Stars.
And they like to use Amir Manigault for that will route. When he gets the ball in space, he's very fast. He can get down the field very fast. But, going through the seams like that is not his forte. That's kind of Trenton Dunnick.
There you go, the jet sweep there. Looking
And
for running room, Amir Manigault. Down to the 45, inside the 4, down to the 40. And a first down run there by Amir Manigault.
Flips the ball to number 2, Amir Manigault.
Wilson, a rich history at the quarterback position. I can think most recently with Chad Henne, and then prior to that, Kerry Collins. Both of their numbers retired, number 7 and number 13 for the Wilson Bulldogs.
And as we said earlier, Wilson Bulldogs also have 7 district titles dating back to 1989, most recently, I believe, in 2016.
A rich history of football there with the Wilson Bulldogs.
But right
and a
now,
great turnout by their fan base as well here tonight at Central York. Bo back in shotgun formation, new set of downs. Ball set up at the 35-yard line of Wilson. Bo looking to throw the ball downfield and finds his receiver and complete to number 5, Parker Hines. And Bo spreading the ball around here tonight.
Absolutely, he has a lot of weapons, and Parker Hines is one of those guys that can pick up a lot of yards after the catch.
We mentioned it earlier, Trey Sean Smith, Amir Manigault, receivers Trenton Dunnick, a tight end, and of course we haven't even mentioned their running backs.
And this area here is where Bo likes to run the ball as well. He likes to look for the pass, but he likes to run the ball as well. And they blew that play up,
and
but Johnny Walker stays on his feet.
Some heavy hitting going out there, I want to remind the fans, we're on top of the press box here tonight as there is a injured Wilson Bulldog down on the field. An injury timeout is called with 8:23 to go. It's Wilson 3, Central York 0. And it would be a good time again to plug our sponsors tonight. We had 9 of them tonight.
Absolutely.
Support our 9 sponsors: Dean's Auto Plaza, Spillman Studios, Checkmate Entertainment, 717 Hoops, the York Area Flag Football League, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, and S3 Performance Training. All sponsors for tonight's broadcast with Sports Shooting Stars. Go ahead, Du. Looked like that on the play. That may have been number 1, Cameron Jones, injured on that play, Du, as he walks off rather gingerly to his sidelines for Wilson. Bo rolling to his right. And overthrew his intended receiver there in the end zone, Parker Hines. Bring up a 3rd down and 10.
I want to tell the fans also, Central York went for it on the 4th down. It was about 4th and 8 at their own 28-yard line. It was somewhat in field goal position, but I know they wanted to be aggressive in the first quarter and really, have Wilson backing up. And they actually didn't complete that 4th down. It was a turnover on downs and led Wilson to their 3 points as far as their scoring drive.
Points may be at a premium tonight. I think if you get in field goal position, you may want to attempt a field goal.
Absolutely. I think next time, if they don't, complete this 3rd and 10, it would be wise to go ahead and kick the field goal.
Need to get the ball at the 2-yard line of Wilson. Overthrew his intended receiver there, Bo.
I haven't seen the ball go to Trayshawn Smith yet, number 4 for Central York. 6'2", long, lanky, can catch the ball. He had a great game against York High 2 weeks ago. Played pretty good last week against Manhunt Central.
And the freshman kicker for Central York trotting out on the field, number 99, Matthew Parker, who has a leg. Want to remind the fans maybe from the Wilson area, not familiar with him. Doesn't get the opportunity to kick a lot of field goals as Central York scores a lot of touchdowns, but he's on for the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
And it's all knotted
just like
up.
that, we're knotted up 3-3 here. Matthew Parker's field goal is good.
For the Panther field goal. 7:59 to play in the half. Wilson 3, Central York 3.
And it's been an interesting first half here at Central York Stadium, home of the Panthers, with 7:59 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're doing exactly what we thought they were going to do. Let's talk a little bit about the Dean's Auto Plaza. Dean's
Keys to the game, right?
Keys to the game. For Central, slowing down Wilson's running game. Limit Jaden and Braden Hall from yards from scrimmage. They love to pound the ball, and those two are really the machine that makes Wilson go. Central defense has to have a big day up front. Trent Dunnick needs to be extremely active on defense tonight, and if Central can create a couple turnovers, as they've done before with their special teams, they can win this game, you know, pretty much by more than one touchdown. For Wilson, Central has many weapons, and Bo being the biggest weapon. Arguably the state of Pennsylvania right now, probably the biggest
top
athlete.
Quarterback. Well, certainly a top quarterback in the state.
Absolutely.
And,
he can roll left or right in the pocket. They need a key on him the whole game.
Yeah, and Wilson on their last series, when they scored the field goal, they were moving the ball rather methodically, offensively, and running the ball and finding their spots to get into field goal range and to crack the ice here tonight. Parker's kick, end over end. Bounces out about the 12. Picked up by number 9, TJ Flight, a senior for Wilson Bulldog.
TJ Flight.
And it will bring out the Bulldogs offense once again, which is a run-oriented style offense here with their quarterback Brad Hoffman and number 4 Jaden Jones. It's a 1-2 punch. Jaden Jones coming into tonight's game with more than 1,100 yards and 14 rushing touchdowns. And quarterback Brad Hoffman has some impressive numbers as well. He's nearly a 1,000-yard rusher as well for this Bulldog club.
As a quarterback.
Flight in motion for the Bulldogs. A quarterback keeper.
And that's another key for Wilson to beat Central York. They have to hold on to the ball. Take a lot of time off the clock, because we know Central can score in bunches, and they like to, you know, score a lot of points and, you know, get it on special teams and defense. So if Wilson can keep pounding the ball and get those 10 yards and a first down and keep driving the ball down the field, it works into their advantage.
Yeah, it keeps number 1, Bo Pritbull, on the sidelines, number 1, and it kind of wears out that defense, running the ball. And, of course, it eats up a lot of time off the clock as we're just over 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter of a 3-3 game here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Jaden Jones with the carry, looking for running room.
And so far, you can tell that's Wilson's game plan. They're not going to change anything up going against Central York. They like to run the ball, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to chew the time off the clock. And so far, the time of possession, we don't have it officially, but right now they're definitely holding the ball for time of possession.
A new set of downs for the Bulldogs. Ball set up on their 31-yard line. It's been a clean game so far, dude. No turnovers. A few penalties by the Bulldogs. Hoffman back in shotgun formation. And he's going to keep it.
He's met behind the line. And that's a loss of maybe about 2 to 3 yards.
Mentioned Jaden Jones has some D1 offers to Navy, Sacred Heart, and St. Francis. And he would fit into that Navy-style offense quite well. How about it, dude?
Yeah, I can see him playing in that offense and blending very well.
And representing the USA. We're under 6.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Second round matchup here in District 3 6A. Hoffman looking to throw the ball. Ball is tipped. Bring up a third down.
Number 15 for Central York.
That was Zane Collington.
Great job from Zane Collington, number 15 for Central York on the front line. And they teach you that, right? With the guys, you know, the defensive linemen, to get your hands up
yes.
when they see the quarterback about to pass the ball. And that's a perfect play right there.
We did see Wilson's defense do that, and on that play, Central York's defense getting their hands up. Back in shotgun formation, looking to throw the ball down the far sideline. And complete, do a big passing catch there for the Wilson Bulldogs.
And that was a double move. They got Trayshawn Smith, number 4 for Central York, with that double move and create that big.
TJ Flight with the catch.
That big time catch for TJ Flight. Maybe a reason why they call him Flight. He probably has a lot of speed on him.
First down and then some.
You don't really expect that from Wilson as far as going deep, and I think they caught Central York sleeping a little bit.
And a new set of downs for Wilson. We're under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Huffman gives the ball to number 4, Jaden Jones. Gain of 1 yard.
A 1-yard pickup for Jaden Jones. Some games being played from around the league. We hope to give you some scores from around the league tonight. Of course, we mentioned the winner of this game will play the winner of Hempfield and Harrisburg, which that game will be played tomorrow, and the championship for the District 3 6A crown next week.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of those fans from the Harrisburg area is watching this game tonight as they play tomorrow.
And a quarterback keeper by Hoffman.
Huffman keeps the ball. Gain of about 4.
We'll bring up a 3rd down for Wilson. In a rather quick-moving game so far, due here tonight. A 3rd and 5. To give to Jaden Jones, and he's going to be near the first down marker there.
Gives the ball to Jaden Jones.
It's going to be 4th and 1. And you have this feeling that a hurry-up style offense here, Wilson, and a timeout called here by head coach Gary Janczek of Central. Both teams now will have 2 timeouts with 4:25 to go. You notice the Wilson Bulldogs were looking to hurry up, get that play off.
Also going to let the fans know we're going to fix the scoreboard clock. Have some difficulties with that as well right now. We'll fix that at halftime. But right now the score is 3-3 in the second quarter with 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go. And it's a 4th and 1 for Wilson with the ball on the 27-yard line. And just like that, the scoreboard came back on. So
it's been one of those nights. How about it?
Yeah, we might have to get
Maybe
a warmer.
It's just cold weather. Yeah,
it might be the cold weather.
Sunny and 70 like they had in Miami last night for that Thursday night game with Miami and Baltimore.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, everything we do is in real time, real life situations and experiences. So we might have to get some warmer gear, wrap it up pretty snug next time for this cold weather.
Not much wind
your
here
county,
tonight,
your
but
county
it's
has to
rather
get used
chilly.
to this November
and a
football.
quarterback keeper by Huffman, and it appears as if he picked up the first down.
Huffman keeps the ball.
And a new set of downs now for Wilson.
Looks like he has the first down.
And the time of possession for Wilson so far is very, very much in their favor. And they're doing exactly what they want to do. Central York needs a stop.
Huffman hands the ball to Jaden Jones.
I think Wilson also knows that they give any time on the clock before going into the halftime that Central York has the opportunity to score within a small amount of time. So I know they're very content with just grinding the ball down these last 4 minutes.
That's what they've been doing this first half. They'll receive
and they're just pushing. Normally they blow the whistle.
Yes, but not on that play. Wilson will receive the second half kickoff. Mind the fans that are tuned in tonight. And a 3rd down and 5 ball on the 20-yard line of Central. Everyone bunched in tight here, Dew. A 4th down and 3, and it would appear as if Wilson will stay out on the field. No field goal attempt here.
And this could be a
3 minutes.
game-changing moment right now. 4th and 3. If Central defense can step up and get a stop right here, that's going to be great momentum for them going into halftime and giving their offense some opportunities to put some points on the board.
Hoffman looking to scramble.
And he's short.
And it would appear to be
He's
short.
a yard short.
That action happened on the far side of the field. We're going to see here, Dew.
Don't want to be modest, but I believe it was a yard short, but they're bringing out the chains and going to see what's going on. Looks like they may have it. And he's short by a few inches, Todd.
By a few inches. Wow, dude, what? 2:35 to go. 3-3. Central possession now. Central has 2 timeouts remaining.
And that was a great run from Brad Hoffman, the quarterback.
The quarterback.
6'1", 215. He used everything he had to get that extra yard, but just came a little short.
I was down on the field pregame. He's every bit 6'1", 215. There's no doubt about it. He's a strappy kid, and we're seeing the power running tonight by Wilson. That 1-2 punch between Hoffman and Jones, rather effective, eating up a lot of clock. But we're knotted up 3-3 here. Bo back in shotgun formation for Central York. Spread offense. Looking to go deep. Some miscommunication there with number 4, Trayshawn Smith. Overthrew Trayshawn by about 10 yards on that play.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, we are up here around the other coaches, and I think Trayshawn Smith ran the wrong route. Bo threw the ball where he was supposed to be at, and Trayshawn Smith was just a little miscommunication. He needs to get his head into it because he's also he had a little difficulty on defense. So he got to understand the magnitude of this game. Run the routes he needs to run because he's a great player.
Yes, he
is. He can put up some big points, and a great defensive player as well. Still early though. Still early.
2:29 to go. 2nd down and 10. Bo scrambles out to the 30, 35. And that's enough for a first down.
And that's the first time this game we've seen Bo scramble where he went up the field to get his own yards. And I would like to see that more often because that's a part of his game. I know he likes to stay in the pocket, but this is probably one of those games we have to scramble a little bit and give his receivers a little bit more, buy some more time so the receivers can get open.
Much credit to Wilson's defense. They're containing Bo right now in this offense. And we're used to seeing, this team averaging nearly 50 points per game. Have only scored 3 points tonight. Jet sweep for reverse there to Mir Manigault looking for running room. Far side 30, up to 35. A little razzle dazzle there on that play.
And I like that play. And that's the ball. And that's the guy you want to have with the ball in his hands. Mir Manigault. He's very, very, very good in open space. And gotta give a lot of credit to Wilson's linebackers for staying home and reading that. And catching up to Mir because, as I said again, he's a fast runner.
Bo back, under pressure. Just had to unload it. His intended receiver, Parker Hines, bring up a 3rd down and 1 with 1:24 to go.
That'll be 3rd and 1 for the Panthers.
And of the games I've seen this year with Central York, this Wilson Bulldog team do, giving them the most competition so far.
Yeah, so far, like I said, these teams haven't met each other this year. So, coming out of Reading, suburbs of Reading, Wilson, storied tradition as far as them being in the district playoffs, and Central being a new kid on the block. This is a game that, I pretty much predicted would be a back-and-forth affair. A little misdirection, screen.
And a 1st down and more for Central York.
And Wilson's not shy. They're bringing the whole house to come after Bo. I think that's a very gutsy play. But Bo's making moves and making opportunities for his teammates. But
Mir Manigault there with the reception and 1st down with 1:12 to go. Ball set up 47-yard line of Central.
But the Wilson Bulldogs are bringing the house towards Bo Pribula.
Pribula, right?
Pribula. Yes. Sorry.
And a quarterback keeper by Bo into Wilson territory.
Brings the ball over the 50-yard mark with 50 seconds left to go in the 2nd quarter.
And it looks like the 2nd timeout will be called by head coach Gary Janczek of Central York with 50 seconds to go here before halftime. And this kind of surprised me with the score here tonight. A low-scoring affair. I know fans that may have been tuned in watching may have been expecting to see a fireworks tonight, Friday fireworks, but it's been a battle by both teams tonight.
Yeah, both teams are kind of filling each other out. Wilson's doing a great job. They came in with the game plan I think everybody knew as far as pound the ball, keep the ball out of Central York's hands, and they've done a great job of that. They went for it on 4th and 3, came up a little bit short, which gave Central York an opportunity to get to how far they are right now on the field. I think Wilson's sticking to their game plan, and they're playing on the road in a hostile environment. But they're right,
and holding their own.
Holding their own for sure.
Tonight. A nice fan turnout by the Wilson Bulldogs.
Also, must mention that Wilson Bulldogs are on a 6-game winning streak, and they hit their stride right in the perfect time of the season.
The right time to get hot. The Wilson Bulldogs. Bo looking to throw the ball downfield and complete to Amir Manigault inside the 30, 25.
And may need to call another quick timeout.
Number 2, Amir Manigault is complete.
If I'm mistaken, Todd, it might be a hold.
There may have been, that looks as if a flag was thrown.
Flag on the flag.
And that may be coming back, Dew.
I was close to a 24-yard pickup. That's going to come back
here by this penalty. Referees are deliberating here, and it's.
It may have been a face mask, Todd. I'm not for sure. It looks like that's
Holding
Fitz.
on the Panthers.
Holding on the Panthers.
And the time is ticking.
And the time is, it's second and forever right now. Ball set up on the 33-yard line now.
Be a nice, they see a nice draw play here.
Looking to go deep and overthrew Amir Manigault there.
Vermeulen's pass falls incomplete.
.20 seconds to go. Central has one timeout. Central would have to get the ball to the 43-yard line of Wilson with 20 seconds to go.
It's 3rd and 24. You want to kind of play it somewhat safe, I believe, at this point. You don't want to give Wilson short field advantage and give them an opportunity to score it for halftime. So you may see a handoff here to a Johnny Walker.
Trips formation near side for Central York. And it's a running play to Joel's Goff.
And that's the first time we called Joel's name so far this game, the sophomore. It looks like Central is going to kick the ball off.
Well, yeah, and
Wilson called a timeout.
They want the opportunity here, Wilson, before halftime with 11 seconds to go. 4th down and 20.
Have to be very strategic when you get to this level of football, especially in high school districts, because a couple bad plays can cause some major damage where you can't get out that hole.
Or one of the other concessionaires. Proceeds from the STEM Benefits Central New York Athletic Program.
And Bo, the punter for Central York, will be out there to punt the ball.
And right now, Todd, just to get a quick update with the scores around the league. Spring Grove 7-0 over Waynesboro. York Catholic 21-0 over Upper Dauphin. I believe that's the 1A or 2A championship.
Yes. Yep. Here we go. Bo gets the punt off. And a flag down. And running into the punter there, and
now there's a flag down. You wonder if there's going to get any more time back on the clock, or they assess that during the second half kickoff. Or give them the 15 yards with one play. I don't know how that works out exactly.
Yeah, the clock. There's no time on the clock here.
Looks like they picked up that flag, Todd.
And with that, we've arrived at halftime here, with the score. Wilson 3, Central York 3. And Gary Yonchek right now near the 40-yard line talking to the officials, wanting some explanation as to why maybe that flag was picked up and called off. But nevertheless, we are here at halftime. Good time to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Dean's Auto Plaza, Checkmate Entertainment, 717 Hoops, the York Area Flag Football League, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Taggerty First Home Buyers, and S3 Performance Training, and Spillman Studios, all sponsors for tonight's broadcast.
Let's go ahead and roll to a couple of our commercials right now, Todd. We'll be back in about a minute or two. Talk a little bit about the game and some halftime adjustments. I know the band's going to come out here soon and play their stuff, so let's go ahead and roll to commercial.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous, and then he got down on one knee. Then he said, "I think it's time we get serious."
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for.
The free year of roadside assistance?
And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's.
Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Dean's Auto Plaza. We are Hanover's truck giants.
Life can change quickly. At Integrity First Home Buyers, we are honored to be able to provide real solutions to real life challenges. In fact, our team of professional home buyers has helped thousands of individuals, couples, and families sell their home. Meanwhile, beautifying the neighborhood, improving property values, and bettering the community one home at a time.
For a fair cash offer on your home, call Integrity First Home Buyers today.
At Dean's Auto Plaza, we sell trucks as a team. Life is a game of trucks, gentlemen, and the trucks people need are everywhere around us. When you add a free year of roadside assistance and a free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty with your truck purchase, it's gonna make a difference to that customer. And when you look at that customer, you'll know they love trucks as much as you. Now, what are you gonna do? Now you know what you need to do. Dean's Auto Plaza. We are Hanover's truck giants.
Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2.
What's that?
I'm gonna get some hot chocolate.
It's cold, man. Is the line long or?
I don't know.
That's the thing with that stuff. That's the only thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it gets hot. What do we have?
Well, at least I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go down here and at least get one.
And now, under the field direction of drum majors Cameron Wagner and Ben
Yeah, I'll come
Small,
down with you.
the Wilson High School Marching Band.
How do you feel?
Famous Ruby thief still at large. Completed countless jobs without being caught. Can the authorities close in?
Be who you want to be. Be who you want to be.
If I succeed, I'll be infamous. I know I can succeed, but should I? What do you do when you're stuck between the person you are and the person you want to be?
Congratulations, we're so proud of you.
long is this bothering me? Of course I'm not going to misjudge the heist.
Choose this for you.
This is who I am. Or is it? Did I make the right choice? I don't have to choose between who I am and who I'm going to be.
Our thanks to the Bulldog Marching Band for the halftime entertainment. The winner of this game this evening
We're back, sports fans. Todd Edwards with Sports Shooting Stars this Friday, November 12th. Thanks for tuning in tonight as the Central York Panthers have re-entered the playing field here from the locker room. Give you some other scores from around the league in District 3 action. 4A, Kennerdale over Donegal 13-7. Spring Grove 7, Waynesboro 0. In Class 2A, York Catholic 28, Upper Dauphin 0. Delone Catholic will play Steel High tomorrow, along with Harrisburg and Hempfield. Central York players out warming up on this chilly night for football. It's dry, but it's very chilly. Temperatures in the low 40s here, as the Wilson Bulldogs have re-entered the playing field here. And if you just joined us, well, we're tied up here, 3-3, Wilson and Central York. And it's a bit of a chess match here, I would imagine. First half, and it'll be that same way in the second half. The winner of this game will play the winner of Hempfield and Harrisburg. That game will be played tomorrow. See off to the north end zone. Wilson Bulldogs warming up as well. For our Wilson Bulldog fans here, I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, they have 3 retired numbers. Number 7, worn by Chad Henney. Number 13, worn by Kerry Collins, and number 32, worn by Mike Ritz, player in the 1960s for the Wilson Bulldogs. And we'll go through some halftime stats here. Jaden Jones leads all rushers with 61 yards on 13 carries, followed by Brad Hoffman, who had 10 carries for 29 yards. Receiving yards, Evan Williams with 1 reception for 33 yards, and Brady Klein, 1 reception for 3 yards. On Central side, Bo Pribola with 17 yards rushing. 12 for 20 passing and 131 yards. Leading receiver, Amir Manigal for Central with 6 receptions for 64 yards, followed by Parker Hines, who has 3 receptions for 41 yards. And there's some halftime stats as the Wilson Bulldogs are getting set to receive the ball here to start the second half of this tightly fought game here so far. Du, how about it? 3-3. Are you thawed out yet, Du?
Yeah, I'm thawed out. Everything's good to go.
And
yeah, take a game as you said. You know, a lot of people probably look at this score being 3-3, thinking nothing happened. But as we said, you know, I think Central York has around 9 first downs. Wilson has 10 first downs. You know, they just hadn't had a chance to punch it in the red zone. They kicked 2 field goals. They both won for it on 4th downs within the 30-yard range. So, you know, both teams are being very aggressive. And I believe, you know, second half adjustments are going to be very key because now they got a chance to fill each other out for the first half. So now they can kind of see, you know, where the holes are and what they can do. But expect nothing different from Wilson. They're going to pound the ball. They're going to give it to Brad and Jaden. And, you know, they're going to make sure they get those extra yardage and just peel away on the clock.
And we're underway here to start the second half. Matthew Parker's kick and a bit of a reverse there.
Love to see plays like that at this level because that's this next level of basketball. I mean, football.
Football.
The kickoff to begin the second half.
Bit of trickery there on the special teams side with Wilson.
They'll put the ball in the 27-yard line.
And do you sense either team scores a touchdown may end up winning this game tonight? With the low-scoring affair that we've had so far. Trips formation near side for the Wilson Bulldogs. Hoffman back, and it's a quarterback keeper by Hoffman, moving his legs out near the first down.
And he picks up an easy first down. Good 11-yard pickup. And they're starting their second half pretty much how they had the first half, with getting those big-time yardage right up the front.
You wonder what kind of adjustments Coach Dom's made here at halftime, at least offensively. I think we're going to see more, like you mentioned, more of the ground and pound running game that Wilson presents here.
This game has a lot to do with Wilson's offensive line and Central York's defensive line. Right now, Wilson's offensive line is winning.
No doubt about it. A nice run there by Jaden Jones up past the 45-yard line.
Hands off the ball to number 4, Jaden Jones. Brought down at the 46-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
It'll be a 2nd down and 3 for the Wilson Bulldogs.
And these are two big-time 6A schools, Todd. I don't know exactly how many students is at Wilson, but I know it's a very large high school.
Big school.
And so is Central.
And they're perennial players here in district action, Wilson. Last week, Manheim Township, another team always in the thick of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of coaches and recruits watching this game tonight.
Along with a lot of fans and sponsors for Sports Shooting Stars, and we thank you for tuning in this Friday night. Probably watching from the comfort and warmth of your home here with your bottled water and popcorn, maybe sitting in front of the fireplace.
Put the ball right on the...
Yeah, it's definitely feeling like November now. I know last week we did a game and it was still pretty, around the 50s, but tonight I think we're touching around 40 degrees right now. You could definitely feel it. But it's great football weather. Like I said, it's great to have. It's great to have this type of football in November in our York County area.
Ball set up at midfield for Wilson. They give to Jaden Jones, looking for running room, and has plenty of it. Down inside the 35-yard line, and another first down for Wilson.
And the front line of Wilson is really dominating Central York right now. Central York has been out on the field for a long period of time in the first half, and already in the second half, they're really getting a lot of push up front. So, it'd be interesting if you see if Coach Yancic calls a timeout here very soon to give his defense a break. Because right now, Wilson's going to run the ball again.
They're going to pound it.
Jaden's starting to get his feel, the running back for Wilson. He's starting to get his feel and where he wants to pick his holes at.
Down inside the 30 there.
Hoffman gives the ball to number 4, Jaden Jones.
Yeah, this running, an effective running game such as Wilson's tends to wear down an opposing defense, and conversely, it keeps number 1, Bo Probola, off the field, on the sidelines.
And this game might come down to who pretty much has the ball. And, last possession, who has the ball, because the teams are very evenly matched. Wilson coming in at 8-3, but they're on a 6-0 winning streak.
Hoffman there with the quarterback keeper, yet no turnovers in this game.
Hoffman keeps the ball, runs out of bounds about the 21. That's a good for a first down.
Another first down and over a 3-minute drive so far for Wilson.
No third down so far in this drive for Wilson. I mean, they're doing it in 2 plays and getting first down, so that's not what Central York wants. They had the trip formation out there, but I don't think they're looking to pass the ball.
It's been a steady dose of Hoffman and Jones so far for the Bulldogs, and stick with what's working as he bounces outside.
It's a fumble.
And a fumble.
The ball's out.
And I think that may have
rolled out of bounds. And that's Central's ball.
Central ball due. And speaking of turnovers, the first turnover by the Wilson Bulldogs.
Wow.
And it kind of happened on the far side of the field. Want to remind our fans we were a bit delayed in the call there, but
didn't really see it at first. That was a great play from Central York's defense, and that's what they needed. They needed a turnover. They haven't gotten that so far. Wilson started that drive in full cruise control, driving down put some points on the board.
And, Central backed up on their own 6-yard line. Bo back in shotgun formation, trip formation near side for Central York. And a tip, but complete pass.
And that play was very
Amir.
costly. That could have been a pick six. It did touch the other defender's hand for Wilson.
But great concentration by Amir Manigault. That's a first down and gives Central York a little more breathing room here. Ball set up at the 17-yard line of the Panthers with just over 8.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars. Dew Jones, Todd Edwards, and you tonight, this Friday night. Second round, District 3 6A. Bo rolling out and complete to Trayshawn Smith, looking for a move. He makes a move down the right sideline. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. He could be.
Big play for Trayshawn Smith.
And a big play. We mentioned that. Trayshawn Smith.
He's the guy to go
passing
to.
Catch.
Quiet in the first half, but we said he's the guy to go to. You want to get him in the mix. He's a big-time player. Right there, that shifty move he made gained him another 25 yards.
And just like that, the Central fan base on their feet here.
And that's what they needed.
With
They need some
8:09
excitement,
to go.
some electricity come into the building, and that definitely happened with that play right there.
Courtesy of Trayshawn Smith and Bo Pribula. Bo fighting for his life after the fumble and is just brought down for a loss.
And that may be a loss of about 7 there, Todd.
A little fumble exchange here between the center, Danny Pham, and quarterback Bo Pribula. A loss of 10. A 2nd and 19 right now. Ball set up at the 25-yard line of Wilson. Just over 7.5 minutes to go. Trips far side for Central. And there's Amir Manigault inside the 5.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown. Amir Manigault. A 25-yard touchdown reception. And just like that, Central back in this.
Central has taken the lead. Right now they're up 9-3. Off that costly turnover that Wilson had, and Central did a great job bouncing back with two big plays. One to Trayshawn Smith for about 60 yards, and right there with Amir Manigault for about 28-yard scamper.
You were kind of waiting for this to happen by one of the teams. Well, Central York broke the ice here with their first touchdown tonight.
And Amir's out there as well as the kick holder. Number 2,
yep.
the placeholder, I'm sorry. If I'm not mistaken,
it's offside on Wilson. And it looks like that's going to bring out the offense led by Bo Pribula.
Yeah, when Bo loves to run the ball in the shotgun formation and get the extra yards. He's a hard runner to take down. So if he only has to run 5 or 3 yards, he can pretty much make it. So keep an eye on number 1. Also on number 6, Johnny Walker, the running back.
Johnny Walker, yes. Bo keeping it, and he gets it in. And you called it to Bo with the 2 points and trying to get that student section wound up.
Yeah. He's a showman. He has a lot of showmanship, and he knows how to get the people riled up. The ultimate professional on the football field, man.
Quite the gentleman, young gentleman. And just like that, it's Central York 11, Wilson 3.
Yep. Puts Central York up by 8. So if Wilson does score, they have to go for that 2-point conversion to tie the game.
Interesting call by head coach Gary Janczek.
Well,
otherwise, it could be a 2-score situation for Wilson.
And this game's about inches, right? So, when Wilson made that mistake for jumping off sides on the extra point attempt, they got him a little bit closer and gave them an opportunity to run that play. And every time they're going to run that play with Bo and shotgun and getting those 2 to 3 yards. He's already 6'2". He can just stretch out and get those yards that he needs.
And Bo, coming into tonight's game, had nearly 500 yards rushing and several such rushing touchdowns as well. So he can not just do it with his arm, but his legs all season. They come in here with an 11-0 mark. But there's still plenty of time here. 7:20 to go. Wilson's set to receive.
As we said earlier, Central defense has only given up 14.6 points per game this year. And when they needed to play, and they desperately needed to play, they actually got that fumble. Jaden Jones fumbled the ball for Wilson, the running back. So they got that fumble they desperately needed. And a great thing about that, is that they scored points off that turnover. Catches on the bounce. And that's a nice return.
Yes, a big-time return there for Wilson.
Number 29,
Makai Cooper kicking the ball away from Cameron Jones, who Cameron Jones can return it to the house, has done that several times this year for Wilson Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's very key. You don't want to kick it to Cameron Jones at all. But Wilson still is in a good position. They're going to keep doing what they've been doing. They were successful with that, getting the ball down the field, so expect them to keep on running the ball.
And a quarterback keeper by Hoffman. Oh, big-time hit. And a flag thrown on that play.
And I don't know if the fans were watching it earlier in the first half. That's the second time that Brad Hoffman has hurdled over a player. I don't know if that's allowed at this level.
At the high school level, yeah. Holding call, that's going to be coming back. It's going to negate the run. Well, you know what they say, do what goes up must come down, and sometimes on plays like that, you can really open yourself up for possible injury and a big-time hit by a defender. It's going to move Wilson back. And it's going to be interesting to see, how Wilson comes out here on this drive. Playing from behind now. You know, they're a run-based offense, power football.
And now you're starting to see Wilson make a few mistakes, and Central's starting to, smell a little blood in the water with these mistakes. Like I said, they played perfect football in the first half, and they came out in the second half with a really good, strong drive, then had that fumble. Right now they have a holding call.
And a carry there by number 2, Gavin Leonard.
Gives the ball to Gavin Leonard.
I believe his first carry of the game, the 5'9" senior. 5'9", 215, number 2, Gavin Leonard.
He's 5'9" and stout at 215.
He is, no doubt, from our vantage point, high above the press box here at Panther Stadium. And interesting to see, he is in again at the running back position. No Jaden Jones. I wonder if he got hurt, I
not sure about this. Brad Hoffman's out there,
but
one of the leader
Hoffman,
rushers.
He's going to keep it and decide to run for positive yardage.
And the ball's out again.
Ball may have come out, It may have been recovered by another flag thrown,
It's getting a little chippy in there, so that flag was thrown kind of after the play, so I'm just wondering if that's an unsportsmanlike conduct.
Joined in the broadcast booth, but Linda Morales joined us here, working the camera now tonight. And personal foul called against Central's defense.
Personal foul on Panthers.
And that's going to move it into Panther territory.
Very costly mistake for the York.
Central York.
They played really mistake-free football, for the most part of this game. And right now, that 15-yard penalty really hurt them.
First and 10
Puts the
from
ball at the
34-yard line. Running back Gavin Leonard in the backfield with quarterback Brad Hoffman.
And again, no Jaden Jones out there for Wilson.
Hoffman looking to keep the ball.
Keeps the ball pushed out of bounds.
Niger DeWitt.
He needs to make that play.
We mentioned.
He put a little pressure on Brad Huffman, but in the backfield, he needs to make that play, and get those solo tackles and make those big plays. That's what they got him out there for. But he did a great job slowing Brad Huffman down.
Another player on that defensive side that's been pretty quiet tonight, Dominic Grove, the sophomore, number 32. He had some big-time hits last week here against Manheim Township.
Still a lot of football to go with 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Trips far.
Up 11-3.
Quick pitch out. And brought down there for a loss.
Huffman's pass to number 29, Makai Cooper.
Tackled by number 13, Brandon Watson. Senior for Central York.
Bring up a third down.
Hoffman back to pass, ball's incomplete. Central takes over. 1st and 10 from their own 41. Penalty on the Bulldogs. They'll mark off 5. Call it 1st and 5 for the Panthers.
For Central, Bo looking to throw the ball and completes it to Trenton Dunning for a 1st down and more. The tight end slash linebacker, the Mike linebacker on the defense.
That's good for.
And that moves Central into the Wilson territory. Ball be set up at the 40-yard line of Wilson. With just over 4.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, Central York 11, Wilson 3. But Central York on the move, looking for more. Trips formation far side for Central. Bo looking to make some moves. And they've contained this defense for Wilson, containing Bo, keeping him from breaking the big one. A loss of 3 on that play with just under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Flag on the play. Offsides Panthers. Second and 18 from the 48-yard line.
Line for a 1st down. Gets rid of it, Bo, and completes the pass to number 5, Parker Hines, for a completion. Heavy pass rush by the Wilson Bulldogs.
The goal is pass to number 5, Parker Hines is complete. It's now 3rd and 8 for the Panthers.
It'll bring up a more manageable 3rd and 8 now for Central York. Ball at the 38-yard line with just over 3 minutes to go.
I want to tell the fans, thanks for sticking in with us. Having some technical difficulties, but we're back on right now. Not much happened, but Wilson did go for the ball, did go for a fake on a fake punt, and Central recovered. And now they have the ball. And that's an acrobatic catch.
It is a pick off the bounce, and it will be Wilson's ball. A bit of a deflection there, due.
The pass gets deflected and caught by Wilson's number 3, Gannon Brubaker.
That was Gannon Brubaker.
That was a big-time play from Gannon for catch that
Each
ball.
team now has 1 turnover. We'll see now what Wilson can do with this.
Bo tried to put the ball in a very tight window, and had an opportunity for his receiver to catch the ball, but, this different, weird coincidence that it happened to tip and go into the defender's hands. And right now, Wilson has the ball. And they're back to the ground game.
Back to the ground game. Jaden Jones back into this game, too. Looks like they kept him out for a bit of a breather there, but he's back. They're going to need Jaden Jones coming into tonight's game with more than 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. I mentioned it earlier. You really see him playing for U.S. Navy midshipman down in Annapolis.
And Jaden Jones wasn't even in at all in the last drive for Wilson, and right now he's back in, so expect a heavy doses of him and Brad Hoffman.
Hoffman with the keeper. We're saying that a lot tonight. How about it? Combination of Hoffman and Jones tonight.
Number 77, Ralph Bell for Central York, had an opportunity to tackle Brad Hoffman in the backfield, but he kind of slipped out of his hands. He needs to make that play next time he gets that opportunity.
Well, a new set of downs for Wilson. Ball on the 24-yard line. In the final minutes here in the third quarter. Dew Jones, Todd Edwards. And then there's some hitting going on down there. You can hear it high atop the press box here at Central York.
Absolutely, you can hear a lot of smacking and the pads cracking. Well, tell the fans having some difficulties, maybe because of the weather here tonight. Like I said, dealing with the Wi-Fi and the equipment, just different learning experiences as we, try to film November football.
Football, and it's been a busy broadcast schedule for us this year between football and volleyball games.
Have another update, Coatesville 27.
Hoffman with the keeper. And that's not much going there. Gang tackled there by several Central York defenders.
And that was tackled by committee.
It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. We're under a minute to go here, Dew, in the third quarter. And as I said, I'm interested to see Wilson committed to the running game here, down by 8.
Yeah, Wilson's very committed to the running game. They're getting first downs. Like I said, they have around 14 first downs so far in this game. But they got to get that score. And that's where Central York has been really very, very tough in the red zone situation.
Hoffman keeping the ball. And near the first down marker there, Dew.
And Hoffman, man, he's just a hard runner. You can just see it from up here. He puts his shoulder down and just trucks through.
Yeah, Hoffman listed it as 6'2", 205 pounds. And it looks as if it's enough for a first down. We're going to move the chains. And that may be the final play of the third quarter, Dew, as the final seconds tick off the clock here at Central York High School. Also, with your score, the Panthers 11, the Bulldogs 3. Don't go anywhere, fans. We're going to have an exciting 12 minutes of football left here with Sports Shooting Stars.
And we're going to go ahead and roll into our sponsors commercial for Dean's Auto Plaza. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
So, tell me how it happened.
He seemed a little nervous. And then he got down on one knee. Then he said, I think it's time we get serious.
Then what?
Opened up a box, and it was everything I could have asked for.
The free year of roadside assistance?
And the free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty.
You mean?
He went to Dean's.
Woo!
They're so cute when they get their first truck.
Dean's Auto Plaza. We are Hanover's truck giants.
Life can...
I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Basil Insurance, Integrity First Home Buyers, S3 Performance Training, the York Area Flag Football League, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Dean's Auto Plaza, Spillman Studios, Checkmate Entertainment, and 717 Hoops. All sponsors for tonight's broadcast, and we're back to action here, starting the fourth quarter. And what else, do? Another run there by the Wilson Bulldogs.
And some of these sponsors, Todd, pretty much all the sponsors we know by name. You can see their contact information at the lower third of our screen. But Dean's Auto Plaza was our main sponsor tonight. Bruce Wahlberg, we know him. Spillman Studios, that's Krista Dara Spillman, Trent Dennett's parents.
Trenton Dunnick, yes.
They're involved. Checkmate Entertainment, Mary Kiner, Also know him and is also a family member and also related to, I believe, Joel Goff, one of the players for Central York.
Number 26 for Central, running back, sophomore. Keeper by Hoffman, not much doing there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down.
717 Hoops, a premier AAU boys and basketball girls program.
Dayton Bagwell in on the tackle.
Out of Central PA with 2 primary goals, skill development and exposure. You can reach them at 717hoopdreams@gmail.com, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. That's ran by Van Davis. Of course, S3 Performance Training with John Turpak, Ron Johnson. Great Basil Insurance with Greg Basil. I'm pretty sure his son is watching tonight. Former kicker
Hello to Nick. Yeah, now a kicker at St. Francis University. And we're back to action here. 3rd and 4, ball on the 41-yard line of Wilson. And Jaden Jones
nice pickup
out to near midfield and a 1st down, moving the chains for Wilson.
Also, we'll give a shout out to Jack Smith. He's watching tonight. He's over at Sacred Heart, former linebacker for Central York. Key player of that District 3 championship game that went that team that went all the way to the state championship.
And it was cool. We were there. How about it up at Hershey Park Stadium last year?
It was a great experience.
Central looking to replicate that this year, but they got to get past the Wilson Bulldogs here first tonight. Jaden Jones with the carry. And not much doing there. Trenton Dunning in on that play.
And we called that early in the game. Trent Dunning, he's filling in right now for Carter Glassmeyer on the linebacker side. He's having a big game. He has to be very active this game to keep Jaden Jones in check. I don't believe Jaden Jones has reached the 100-yard mark yet, but I believe he has around 15 to 20 touches so far.
He's getting the ball a lot. We mentioned Carter Glassmeyer. Saw him there with the little cart that he's around with his broken leg. Defensive Player of the Year, Division I, Carter Glassmeyer. Brings up a 2nd down and 9 for Wilson. And a keeper by Hoffman tripped up down near the 45-yard line of Central. We have just over 9 minutes to go here in the 4th and final quarter.
2 yards. 3rd and 6 from the 40.
Will be a 3rd down and 6.
It's been a hard-fought game for both ball clubs. I mean, they're coming in here tonight and they're grinding, they're pounding. I mean, they're going to be some sore bodies tomorrow for sure.
Hit the hot tub tomorrow. How about it? Rest up. One of these teams will advance to the finals. Hoffman with the carry, looking to run, and inside the 30, down to the 25, 20.
And he pretty much just knocked off Amir Manigault's.
Yes, they did, and a big-time run.
I'm sorry, that was James Jackson, number 8.
By Brad Hoffman.
That stiff arm was very mean. He pretty much knocked off James Jackson's helmet, and he has to come out for a play, I believe, if the helmet gets knocked off.
And that's 1st down and goal now for the Wilson Bulldogs. Looks like a timeout will be called here. Gary Janczek appears not too happy. They're talking to one of the officials, too. Can't quite make out what he's a bit upset about, but there's a timeout. Both teams now have 2 timeouts remaining with 8:38 to go. Central York 11, Wilson 3, but Wilson is threatening here. Ball will be set up 1st and goal on the 5-yard line of Central.
Also want to give a shout out to Integrity First Home Buyers.
Eric Brewer.
Has been a long supporter of the program the last 3-4 seasons. Basketball and football. He's always there. He's looking, willing to help us out and get these games on TV.
One of our main sponsors, yes.
Absolutely.
Through the years, seasons, and year 5 for us.
You'll see his commercial along with Dean's Auto Plaza towards the end of this broadcast. It's great to have this type of football in York County. Todd, it's been years where, we missed out on this opportunity to be out here and have the fans come out.
Situations for a lot of the local teams, not so now. I mean, Central York, Spring Grove still in it locally as well. Hoffman under center.
And they're running the ball to the fullback. He gets stood up at the line. He brings him back about 4 yards.
There's a flag down on that
and
play.
They called that against Niger DeWitt, number 21.
DeWitt.
For Central York, but That's tough to call, right? Because
Yeah,
early in the game, they had a couple times they stood him up and they didn't blow the whistle at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's don't know if I agree with that call there.
Half the distance to the goal line
And gives them a first down. So the ball
first down.
The ball would be at the 2-yard line. Very questionable call. I understand why they called it, but early in the game, there was a couple times they stood the player up and they didn't call the whistle. They kind of let it just go. And
a new, it's first down now from the 2-yard line for Wilson. And
this
we're just
game,
over 8 minutes to go. Go ahead, Du.
And as this game is, as we said, it's coming down to the wire, Todd. I think it's going to happen. Whoever has the ball last is going to win this game.
And a quarterback keeper, he's going to walk it in there, Du. Touchdown.
And that's a touchdown for Brad Hoffman.
Brad Hoffman, a 2-yard touchdown score.
And without a doubt, they're going to go for a 2-point conversion to tie this game up. The game right now is 11-9. Central is in the lead by 2 points. And it's hard to stop Brad Hoffman. I mean, again, between him and Jaden Jones, they both probably average about 20 rushes per game.
Big time, and can wear out an opposing defense. 8:03 to go here.
But you got a guy on the other side of the ball named Bo Pervula, and he's great at having the ball in the last couple seconds, in the last drive and making something happen. He's a next level type of player.
And how big's this right now, Du? 2-point conversion here.
But you know they're going to run the ball. Yeah. They're going to run the ball with Brad Huffman. It's a pass.
No, they pass incomplete.
Great catch in a tight window. And now the game is tied up 11-11.
Caught by Sean Dendal for the 2-point conversion. And ties things up here to 11-11.
And I tell you what, Ty, I never heard Central York side so quiet right now. I mean, they're not shell-shocked, but they're a little nervous right now, and I can understand why.
They're in a battle tonight, yep. Wilson coming in here with an 8-3 record, a 6-game winning streak, 7 district titles to their resume.
With 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the game, I believe Central York is in a good position. They can score points fast. We know that.
Yep.
So far, Wilson has taken a lot of time off the clock to score because they run the ball so often. So if Central York can score and get the ball back to Wilson with 3 or 4 minutes left, they may have an opportunity to seal the deal still, because a large part of Wilson's offense is just running the ball. And they have a lot of first downs today because of it, but not really no big yardage and big plays, except that one run that Brad Hoffman had,
it brought him inside the 10-yard line.
Absolutely.
To set up
at the start of the fourth quarter.
Yep.
So right now, I do believe Central York is still in the driver's seat as long as they have no turnovers, because we know if you get the ball back to Wilson, they're going to grind the ball with Brad Hoffman, Jaden Jones, and that front line for Wilson is showing that they're the real deal, and there's some big boys up front right now.
No doubt about it. Yeah, we'll emphasize that on their next series, but right now Ben Rada off the kicking.
And that's a kick to Trayshawn Smith. He catches the ball.
Catches it 25. Still on his feet, Du.
And now he's down.
35-yard line.
Central has 65 yards to go with less than 8 minutes left in this contest.
Well, 2 timeouts, as I mentioned. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining here with 7:57 to go. We're tied up 11-11. Fans, don't go anywhere. It's going to be an exciting 7 minutes and 57 seconds, courtesy of Wilson and Central, and of course Sports Shooting Stars, as we bring the game to you this Friday.
Quick
Thank
update.
the fans and our sponsors. Go ahead, Du.
Governor Mifflin's all over Warwick right now, 61-14.
Ooh.
Looks like they will be advancing to the championship.
In and out of the hands of Amir Manigault. It may have been a case where he was looking upfield first before securing the ball. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. 7:53 to go. Yeah, Governor Mifflin led by the #1 rated running back in the country, Nick Singleton. We had the pleasure of calling a game with Nick.
He's having
an
an
Penn
awesome
State next year, a phenomenal athlete.
He's having an awesome senior year, Nicholas Singleton, for Governor Mifflin. It's a hard hit.
Running play, you see it, yeah.
Wow.
Johnny Walker with the carry.
Right now, that's going to bring a 3rd and 5. Very crucial time right now.
3rd and 5. Well, it's crucial in the sense, too, to keep Central's defense on the sideline and get maybe a couple first downs here for Central's
Looks like they're bringing
offense.
the house. And Amir Manigault dropped the ball.
Amir Manigault drops it again, and that brings up a 4th down.
And you wonder what Central York's going to do.
Well, yeah, where that ball is placed at right now, you're almost forced to punt it.
Amir Manigault took his eyes off the ball twice on that possession. And, he almost started running down the field without it. Sucks for that to happen, but he's still a big-time player. He can still make things happen in this game. He already has 1 touchdown so far, so, can't count him out.
Cameron Jones, the ever-dangerous Cameron Jones, back to receive the punt here by Bo Prabula. And it's going to take a bounce inside the 30 and out of bounds.
And we mentioned, Todd, the team that has the ball last is probably going to be the team that's going to win this game.
You mentioned it.
It was 7 minutes ago. So far, with Wilson, 2 of their scores pretty much came off of really long drives that went 70-some yards and, 8 to 10 minutes off the clock. They have a kicker, as you can tell, by them kicking a field goal already. So, Central York defense right now is going to really have to hold them past the 50-yard line because this is 4-down territory, I believe, almost for Wilson Bulldogs.
Ball set up at the 25-yard line, Bulldogs. And a run by Jaden Jones out past the 30-yard line.
And that's a 6-yard pickup.
Bring up a 2nd down and 4. As the time continues to tick off the clock here in the 4th and final quarter.
Looks like it's been a battle of the trenches, Todd. Like I said before, it's a lot of Wilson's offensive linemen versus Central York's defensive linemen up front. And right
we
now,
see number 74, Jack Dendahl, out there. Big presence along the offensive line for Wilson. Kyle Hassler, another big body, and a quarterback keeper right up the middle for Hoffman, and making it look rather easy here. Ball out to near midfield, and moving the chains for Wilson.
That's a huge play for Wilson. Brad Hoffman has been the Achilles heel so far for Central York. He continues to, terrorize them up the middle and getting those big-time yardage. He's not tired. You would think all those times he ran the ball, he'd be tired by now. But to him, Jaden Jones, you know exactly what you're going to get from him, and they're showing you that tonight.
And Jaden Jones stopped for a minimal gain there.
And as the Central York band is playing Thriller, the Michael Jackson classic.
Drowning our voices out maybe during the broadcast here momentarily. Bring up a 2nd down and 7 for Wilson.
Spring Grove right now over Waynesboro, 21-6 with 9 minutes to go. Thank you, Corey Richard.
And Spring Grove in that 5A bracket with Governor Mifflin.
It's a lot of space over there.
Jaden Jones with the 1st down carry there. A new set of downs.
There was a lot of space on that left-hand side. Only good thing about that for Central York is that he happened to go out of bounds, which stopped the clock. But it also gives Wilson a new set of downs.
New set of downs, and clearly in the driver's seat right now, the Wilson Bulldogs. Ball spotted at the 33-yard line of Central with 5:18 to go. Jaden Jones with the carry.
And again, we don't have it officially, but we got to look at time of possession. So far, Wilson has controlled the game as far as time of possession, but that's not a big thing for Central York to have the ball for a long period of time because they score points very fast. But you know, the time possession this game for Wilson has very much been in their
Yes,
favor.
they clearly leans to Wilson side. A second down and 4. Ball spot at this 27-yard line. Hoffman with the ball.
Maybe about a yard short. Bring up a 3rd and 2.
With just under 4.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Correction, 3rd and 1. Definitely 4-down territory. And right now, this is that money down.
Money down. You've called it many a times.
It's that money down, and expect the sneak.
Tight formation here.
Expect the sneak. You see Brad Huffman right over the center. Usually he's in shotgun, but you also have Jaden Jones out there, the shifty running back for Wilson.
And that's a first down for Wilson, courtesy of Hoffman, quarterback.
Hoffman keeps the ball, advances it up for the first down.
And the time ticks right now. You're under 4 minutes to go in this contest, and Wilson's knocking on the door.
And really, I mean, in field goal position.
They are in field goal position.
And for Ben Rada, the kicker for Wilson. But
As
I
they
sense
say,
Wilson may be wanting not 3 but 7 here on this drive.
Central York can get lucky and get a turnover here. That'd be very good for them.
Hoffman's hand off to number 4, James Jones.
Jane Jones with the carry.
Brought down on the 19.
If it's not Jones, it's Brad Hoffman, and what a 1-2 punch for this Wilson team. As the clock continues to tick here with just over 3 minutes to go in a score tied up game here, 11-11, Wilson and Central York. The winner of this game will play the winner of tomorrow's game between Harrisburg and Hempfield.
I want to tell the fans, thanks for tuning in tonight from York County and all over, Reading, and all points in between. There's just so much space up front, and like I said,
there is, and that big offensive line.
It's the big
from
offensive
Wilson
line.
just wearing down that Central defense.
Yeah.
First and 10 from the...
And you wonder,
for the Bulldogs.
and Central York right now is begging their crowd to get into it, to get loud, to support them. You know,
The home team here do. Yeah,
absolutely.
Ball set up
And
at
now
the
they're starting to get a
12-yard
little
line of
loud.
Central.
And right now, I believe Central probably should call a timeout.
Yeah, to preserve some of that clock. Does it interest you? It kind of surprised me a little bit knowing that the run's coming, stripping the ball away. You've played,
Yeah.
you would think at this point, knowing what's coming,
Well,
you can't stop and try to strip the ball.
Well, the thing about it, you try to strip the ball, right, but you don't want to do too much arm tackling because the guy can. I mean, these guys are going full speed, almost seems like 100 miles an hour, you know. So if you just try to go straight.
Jones listed at 5'11", 215.
Yeah,
So,
right. So, these guys are strong with the ball. So arm tackling, it works in a perfect world, but not in reality sometimes.
Flag on the play with 1:32 to go.
Man, it's been a really good game. Highly contested, back and forth. I mean, like I said, both teams have left everything on the field so far.
Wilson.
Looks like it'll be against Wilson. That's going to move them back due 5 yards.
5 yards. I believe that'll bring up a 3rd down, Todd, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, the referees are talking it over.
They're thinking things over right now, and with 1:30 to go, 1:32 to go here in the fourth quarter, both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Wilson threatening.
going to get the call now. And Central players again are looking towards their crowd and waving their hands and want and want the home field advantage to start playing a factor and giving them that little edge that they need. It brings a 2nd and 11. Ball on the 13-yard line.
2nd down, 11.
In this formation, you know Brad Hoffman most likely going to run the ball.
And he's going to keep it down inside the 5-yard line.
Hoffman keeps the ball.
It's just tough, you know, when you got two guys that can run the ball and you got a front lineman probably averaging around 250, 260 pounds. And, you know, they can create those holes that you need. And Brad Huffman's a downhill runner. He lowers his shoulder, he looks for contact, and he stretches out. Same way for Jaden Jones. Central York defense has made plays this game.
They need to
a costly fumble recovery on the other side, but you know they definitely need to make a play now. You know, with 1 minute and 23 seconds to go, you know this team, you know, like I said, you know, had an awesome record last year. Like I said, pretty much going 14-1, already up to the state championship. Only losing to St. Joe's Prep. This year, still undefeated, 11-0 coming into this game.
On the opposite side, Wilson coming in with an 8-3 record, a 6-game winning streak, threatening right now with 1:23 to go, a 3rd down and 1.
And as a starter for Central York, Bo is 30-3. So, you know, they still have an advantage. You know, I mean, they can score points very fast. So as long as Central York can get a chance to get the ball back, they can score. Right now, it's 3rd and 1. And Brad Hoffman is underneath quarterback again, underneath the center. No, he's in shotgun. They stopped him.
Not going to get it.
He's a yard short.
Not going to get it, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Interesting play call here for Coach Doms Wilson. Do you go for it, or do you kick for the 3?
I think you take the points. You know, you take the points. You take the points. Especially in this condition, you take the points. You know, because you know you want to come out here. It doesn't matter how much you win by. So
kick would be from the left hash mark.
Right now, Central York's defense needs to show up big again. Maybe get a block or put a little pressure on the kicker.
But right now, it'll be a 4th and 2. The ball on the 4-yard line of Central.
And as it looks, Todd, Central York will probably have about a minute left in the game, and they will have possession of the ball with about a minute left. So, you know, they'll have an opportunity to make some plays.
No timeouts.
No timeouts. So they have to have that hurry-up offense, which I know is implemented in their game plan because, you know, you get to these levels, you have to have quick scores, and you may be in this position.
It looks as if
they're going to go for it.
Out the field goal unit.
Field goal unit. I'm sorry. Trot
out the field goal unit.
And right now, the stadium got real loud.
Kicking from the left hash mark. And this is a big-time play here. Could be very pivotal. Could give Wilson the lead here.
Came close. But Wilson knocked it through.
Good. And gives Wilson the lead, 14-11.
And that was a 7-minute drive that Wilson conducted. And then all their scores so far, which is 2 field goals and a touchdown, it has been 7 to 8-minute drives throughout the whole game.
Time-consuming drives. That defense for Central has to be exhausted. But now it'll fall on the offense. Well, first up, the special teams unit will be out for Central. And presumably then the offense led by Bo Perbola with 1:13 to go. A 3-point lead for Wilson. Again, the winner of tonight's contest faces off against the winner of Harrisburg and Hempfield, which that game will be played tomorrow afternoon in Harrisburg.
You wonder how this kick is going to go, Todd. You would think that they're probably going to kick it to like a secondary player, not
Amir
very deep.
Manigault, Joel's Golf back to receive it, but you also have Parker Hines, Trayshawn Smith as up men.
Also got to watch not the onside kick, but a short kick, like a squib kick. That's something that Central York has done in the past where they did like a squib kick and recovered the ball. And that could be the end of the game if Wilson recovers the ball. You know the ball's not going to go to Amir Manigault.
Well, and as you said, if you kick to the up man to the field position, a battle of field position here with 113, it's better to have him go 80 yards or 50.
And
looks like it was kicked out of bounds. Away from everyone.
A very strategic kick.
And notice no time comes off the clock with that kick as well.
We'll put the ball on the 35-yard line.
The 35-yard line.
That'll be first and 10 Panthers.
And again, Central York does have a kicker. If they can get in the field goal range,
Matthew Parker, the
they
freshman,
will try for a field goal. And that's, the next level type of football that we talk about, having kickers and special teams. And it looks like they're going to kick it over, Ty.
the kickoff will be pushed back.
I always say that's what you get when you're labeled number one. You're always going to get the team's best shot, no matter who you play against. They're always turned up to play against you. You got to stay in the same mode, stay focused, stay determined, and always stay humble. And I believe Central York is doing that. But I know Wilson comes in with a chip on his shoulder. They know that they're the number 5 seed going against number 1, and they believe they can play with them. And so far it has been a battle.
They have the 3-point lead right now.
I give the advantage to Wilson in the trenches with the front linemen, the offensive linemen compared to Central defensive linemen. But this is what Central likes to be in these positions right here.
That was Parker Hines out past the 40-yard line with 1:09 to go. No timeouts for Central. We'll see what they can dial up here.
Central York needs to go at least 40 yards, I think. They put their kicker in position to give him an opportunity, and they can get those yards very fast. So far, Central York's offense hasn't really been clicking, but it's the end of the game. You got the ball and number 1, Bo Pribula.
Well, Wilson's had a heavy pass rush on Bo, throwing him off his game a little bit. We'll see what happens here. The pitch out to Joel's Golf, out to 40, 45, midfield, inside, and try to get out of bounds there. Joel's Golf.
Great play.
And
try to get out of bounds.
Joel's Golf, which is pivotal here.
And Central York has to run back to the line because as soon as that ball is on the floor, on the field, the time goes.
Continue to tick away. No timeouts for Central. We're under a minute to go here,
Gotta get it off fast.
Ball on the 46-yard line. Bo rolling to his left, looking to throw deep. And down, in and out of the hands.
That was a nice play,
but
I believe that play would not have really developed because he was double covered, but that was a good opportunity.
They bracketed Parker.
Yeah, they definitely did. That would have been a big-time catch if Parker Hines got a chance to catch it.
45 seconds to go. Clearly 4-down territory for Central. Ball on the 46-yard line of Wilson.
And right now, Central York's about 25, maybe 30 yards out of that field goal range that they need
for Matthew Parker.
With no timeouts. No timeouts.
No timeouts.
Right now, everybody's standing on their feet at the stadium, Todd. They're really checked in and locked into this game.
And rightly so, dude. Right now, Wilson with a 3-point lead. Bo back looking to throw the ball downfield. And catches the ball.
Big catch. And they need to hurry up and line up.
Parker Hines with a big-time catch.
And I believe Bo's going to spike it.
A new set of downs here.
And he spikes it. Whoa, that pass right there, he was rolling out to the right and passed off to his left. And it was a tight pocket he had to pass it to because Parker Hines was still running to the ball. I mean, that was a great pass. Next level, as I always say, type of plays that you see from guys like, Bo,
who will be going to the next level, obviously, at Penn State, but there's still some unfinished business here with tonight's game against Wilson.
Absolutely, and Wilson right now is reeling, but they're in a good position, Wilson is, because they know Central York doesn't have any timeouts. So As long as Bo stays on his feet, he doesn't get sacked, they're in good position.
Bo biding time. Ooh, and a heavy hit there. He's got to get up on his feet there, Bo. 25 seconds. The clock continues to tick. 18 seconds to go here.
And this may be the last play of the game for Central York.
Well, it brings up a 4th down.
You wonder, Todd, did you have enough time to get off a play? You just don't know.
Yeah, with the time and no timeouts, the clock is not a friend for Central right now.
I say, you need to get at least 10 yards. Now, actually 11 yards.
Well, 11. It looks like it's a 4th down and 11. Ball looks like it could be, they'll have to get the ball to the 25-yard line of Wilson.
I mean, this play right here is pretty
ball
much
at the 36-yard line of Wilson right now.
And it looks like the play clock, they're not going to get the play off, Todd. You see that sometimes when you watch games. I mean, they snap the ball right at 0,
yes.
and, 9 times out of 10, they let the player go.
No,
And this time they didn't, so, But Central York cannot panic. It's 4th and 16. They can get 16 yards with ease. They need not to panic. It's just one play. But after they make the play, they got to make sure they get back on the line, or they run out of bounds. So it's very crucial so they can set up that field goal position. And this right here is going to say everything about the game. Thank everybody for tuning in, because this is what it's all about. Got it.
First down, dude. They got to line up. It's 12 seconds. Dude, that's first down for Central. The clock's going to get, once they set the ball, the clock will continue to run.
He has enough time to set up for.
10 seconds remaining, dude. I can't believe what we're seeing here now. 10 seconds to go.
I love it.
Ball at the 15-yard line, and you would presume to say right now they're in field goal range, but I got a feeling if you're Central, you're looking for 6.
Yeah, but, you want to go. This is
10 seconds, you may have enough for 1-2 play, and you hope you don't get sacked if you're Central. They've had a heavy pass rush, Wilson.
You can throw it one time in the end zone, but you got to throw it in the end zone. You can't leave nothing on the yardage. Me, with 10 seconds, I think I might go for the field goal.
Well, we're going to see. It's a spread offense here. Bo back in shotgun formation. Here we go, sports fans. The pass rush is coming. He's going to throw that away.
Okay, that's fine.
With 5 seconds to go.
Smart play for number 1 for Central York.
And here
Bo
trots out Matthew Parker, the freshman kicker. We've seen a big-time play here.
Hey, and you wonder, Todd, just saying you wonder, he didn't kick that much this game. It's 4th quarter. Hopefully that leg is warmed up.
Well, I saw him down there.
That leg is warmed up.
Kicking into the net, but a big spot here, a big stage here for Matthew Parker.
Central York did exactly what they needed to do, get them in this position, and now they can send this game to overtime with a big-time kick.
Snap is back. Snap is down. And the kick is up.
Kick is good.
And they're saying no good. Dude, they're saying no good.
Couldn't really tell from our vantage point. It looks like they're talking about it. And they're calling it no good. And that's a freshman kicker. But he has been big time for them all year long. And, the snap looked good to me.
From our vantage point,
it looks like he tied the game from our vantage point, but.
And Wilson will advance to the next round to play the winner of Harrisburg and Hempfield.
You do everything you have to do to put your players in that position. I believe Central York did a great job. Bo played big time, got his guys down there. There was a hard-fought game. You put a lot on the kicker, and, you expect him to make those type of plays. But he is a freshman. He has big-time kicks this year, and, he has a great season ahead of him.
Well,
great
3 more
season
years
behind him, and he has 3 more seasons, as you said, Todd. So, it's very crucial play.
Flag thrown on.
A lot of the fans for Central York are staying around. some are exiting, but they're staying around. They had a great season.
And it will end here tonight for Central York. And your winners tonight, the Wilson Bulldogs. Your final score, Wilson 14, Central York 11.
Hard-fought football game. You know, as you can see, any team can go down at any moment. Central York did a great job the last 2 years putting York County football definitely on the map in the state of Pennsylvania. You got a lot of his guys, Bo, you know, Jack Smith. You got guys, you know, Taylor Wright Ross from last year, Judah Tome, of course. Kyle Fontes, the guys Carter Glassmeyer this year, James Jackson, the senior. Danny Pham, you know, also a really good player. Trent Dunnick, of course. Parker Hines, Amir Manigault, Kyer Fulp. You know, there's nothing, you know, keep your head down about, man. It was a really hard-fought game. These guys put on for their city. Shout out to Wilson. They did a great job as well. Brad Hoffman is as good as advertised.
No doubt.
Really hard
Jaden
runner
Jones,
down. Really,
kind
you
of
know,
our co-players of the game, definitely.
Absolutely.
For Wilson.
Jaden Jones at 5'9", 215. That's pretty much a truck running through the line. So, and
by
again,
the end of the fourth quarter, yes, they certainly wore down that defensive Central, and a hard-fought win for the Wilson Bulldogs. They'll advance to the finals next week. They'll either play Hempfield or Harrisburg.
And again, I think a lot of this game came down to the trenches. There's a lot of big linemen that Wilson has up front that, you know, Central York struggled with for this game. I mean, I think Central York did a good job of holding their own, but they, you know, those big men opened up some lines for them.
And some holes and
for Brad Huffman,
effective running
and gave them those opportunities to win. And, you know, like I said, Central York did a great job, you know, this year and last year, you know, unprecedented as far as what they did last year, going, you know, undefeated, winning districts, and, you know, going up to the state championship. And this year, you know, finishing the season 14-1. You know, well, is it
11-1?
I'm sorry, last year was
14-1 with their first loss of the year. And Wilson moves to 9-3, and as I mentioned, they will head to the finals next week.
And that extends Wilson's streak to 7 games in a row.
7-game winning streak for Wilson.
And that also ends the Bo Pribula era.
Yes.
For Central York. I think he leads as a starter. I think he went 30-3, I believe, 30-4 now. You know, as far as being a starter for the Central York Ball Club. You know, put the city on the map. Put
no
Central
doubt
York.
About it.
You know, had James Franklin at this very field.
Yes.
Came in on a helicopter to check him out.
Quite a spectacle, yes, when Coach Franklin appeared here several weeks ago.
We want to thank all the
fans. Thank our sponsors for tuning in.
Like I said, you know, keep supporting these teams. Spring Grove, I believe, is in cruise control. We'll do some score updates before we get out of here so fans can know, like, what the scores are around the league. But, you know, there's still a few more teams in the PIAA that's still playing, so, you know, keep supporting those guys. You know, congratulations to Wilson. You don't want to take anything away from those guys. They had a great game plan, didn't switch anything up. I don't see them ever switching anything up because what they do is successful. I believe this is just the start of what's going to happen in York County. It's been happening. But I believe it's going to continue to happen as far as, you know, us getting to, you know, furthering the districts and winning county championships and, you know, district championships, state games, and things of that nature, and having some really star athletes come out of our
this
county.
Area, yes, exactly, do.
And it's been a great season for us too, Todd. We had a chance to watch Governor Mifflin.
Yes, we have. We saw a lot
Nicholas Singleton, the number 1 running back in the country.
Jaheim White from York High. Of course,
just got his acceptance. Just got a scholarship offer from West Virginia.
West Virginia Mountaineers. Yeah, we'll see what
a Power 5
decisions
school.
he make. Yeah, congratulations to Jaheim. Yep, we've seen a lot of talent, and we even delved into some volleyball action this year. All a first for Sports Shooting Stars.
And we probably will be around to do a state game here and there as we move forward. So keep an eye out for Sports Shooting Stars. Had a great season. Shout out to Cliff Kern. He's our IT, he's our producer. Anytime we have any issues, audio, visual, he does a great job of, you know, jumping on top of things, making sure we get back on screen, back on the stream live. So really, you know, really appreciate Cliff and what he does. Of course, the sponsors. We might as well talk about them one last
Yeah,
time. And then we're running some commercials.
Dean's Auto Plaza. How about Spillman Studios? Checkmate Entertainment, 717 Hoops. Basil Insurance.
Yeah, Dean's Auto Plaza, which was our main sponsor for tonight. You can check them out at 6851 York Road, Hanover, PA 17331. You can give them a call at 717-632-9989. Check out the inventory on Facebook and online. York and Adams County area's biggest car and truck dealer. Just ask for Bruce. Also, Spillman Studios with Krista Darrell Spillman. You can contact them at info@spillmanstudios.com. Phone number 717-683-3744. You can see their information at our lower third as well. They focus on headshots and team sports of all ages. Look them up on Facebook and Instagram. Also, Checkmate Entertainment. They're presenting Buffalo Invasion with Rick Hyde, Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher. November 24th at Lancaster Marriott at Penn Square, 25 South Queen Street, Lancaster, PA 17603. Shout out to Marion Kiner with his efforts to bring top musical artists to the 717 area. Also follow Checkmate Entertainment on Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitter. Again, their information is at our lower third as well. 717 Hoops, a premier AAU boys and basketball girls basketball program in Central PA with 2 primary goals: skill development and exposure. The program focuses on player development, and they compete at the highest level. You can email them at 717hoopdreams@gmail.com. Contact them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as well. Their director is Van Davis, former York High star running back. Of course, Basil Insurance with our good friend Greg Basil. You can contact them at 717-792-6400. They're located at 2210 West Market Street, York, PA. Check out their website, www.insuranceyork.net. Of course, Integrity First Home Buyers with Eric Brewer. They're located at 2500 Kingston Road, York, Pennsylvania. You can give them a call at 717-718-0858. They offer a fast, fair, and local way to sell your home for cash. Integrity First Home Buyers are here to help you with all your real estate needs. And of course, S3 Performance Training with Ron Johnson and John Turpek.
And I think you covered all 9. The York area.
Well, we've got 2 more, to be honest with you. We also have the YAFFL, the York Area Flag Football League. Now has over 750 adults on 40-plus teams in York and Hanover. You can check them out on Facebook. Search YAFFL. And also Palmer's Pizza of Dallastown, located at 1041 Haynes Acres Road and 476 East Main Street in Dallastown. Locations are open for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. You can give them a call at 717-501-5608. Pizza so great, you'll scrape your plate.
There you go. And after this game, I've worked up an appetite out here in the cold weather, too. And it's been a pleasure to be part of it again, too. And I guess we'll gear up eventually for a basketball season at some point. How about it?
Basketball season right around the corner. Can't wait.
We'll be inside the gym, a little warmer, as we transition from football and volleyball season into basketball. And again, we want to thank our sponsors, want to thank the fans for tuning in to tonight's broadcast, and continue to follow Sports Shooting Stars on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah, we're a young company. We're still growing. Like I said, we come into different factors for each game. Every field is not really, live stream ready, and there's different things we run across. But we put a maximum effort to make sure these games are on TV, and we try to give our sponsors, make them happy and also make the fans happy. So really appreciate everybody that supports the program. We have another. We're doing the BK Classic. That's coming up on the 28th. It's with Bud Kyle. He runs that. That's pretty much 8 hours of football between 3rd grade all the way up to 8th grade.
All the way up to 8th grade. Yeah, we did it last year. We're up at the Dover area. Yes.
And you see players from all over, from West Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, Philadelphia. It's not just York and Adams County. They come from all over, and it's a really nice event that Bud Kyle puts together. I believe it's like the 6th or 7th year he's been doing it. So check out the BK Classic. We will be filming that. And also give a shout out to West York. One of their parents reached out to me. All 3 of their football teams are going to the championship tomorrow. So big shout out to West York. Congratulations to them as well. Benjamin Leitner. I don't have my phone on me, but I believe that's his name. They hit us up and want us to, let us know about that. So that's great. And as you can see, Central York, man, it's a family affair. They have all their players down there,
still
family members
waiting down there, just off the track.
I mean, they've been living a dream for the last 2 years. They did a great job, and they had nothing to keep their head down about. And Wilson, what can you say? Wilson's a veteran team as far as winning districts and being there, and they showed it tonight. They have a great coaching staff. They have a great fan base, and shout out to Wilson and their followers that watched the game tonight from their comfort of their home.
In some warmth, I'm sure. But yes, we thank you for their support as well for watching tonight.
Yeah, and we'll be back. Like I said, we'll be back, within a week or so. Check the Sports Shooting Stars page on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You'll hear about all our information we got coming up. We had a great season so far, Todd. I believe we filmed 10 to 11 games so far in football.
It was busy.
So we had a game pretty much every week, since September, to be honest with you. So
busy broadcast schedule. Wouldn't want it any other way,
Absolutely.
Had a lot of fun this season.
And congrats to all the teams around the county. Todd, you want to take a look and see, get some updates on some scores before we get out of here. Finally, we'll run 2 more commercials. Integrity First Home Buyers and also Dean's Auto Plaza. And Todd will give you some updates.
Kennerdale defeated Donegal 28-14 tonight. Spring Grove with a win over Waynesboro 21-6. And York Catholic 35. Upper Dauphin 0. A shutout there as York Catholic won tonight. Congratulations to all the winning teams tonight. And Spring Grove will move on. They're in that 5A bracket, which Governor Mifflin's in that bracket as well.
Governor Mifflin, they're a stout team, and they haven't had any losses so far this year. I don't see no team in the 5A really, defeating them and dominating them. If they do have a loss, it's a very uncharacteristic football that we're playing. But I do pick, Governor Mifflin to run through that 5A and win that district championship. And even tomorrow, Harrisburg, as they battle Hempfield, I believe, tomorrow. Is it Hempfield?
Yeah, they play Hempfield
tomorrow. They play Hempfield tomorrow.
In Harrisburg, yep.
And I have to get the nod to Harrisburg. I believe Harrisburg is that, built the last team, and they're known for districts, known for getting to that state level. So, in my opinion, next week it'll probably be Wilson versus Harrisburg. But, again, it can be any given night. Any one of these teams can win and move on in advance. Good luck to both of those ball clubs tomorrow in the 6A division. And we're going to go ahead and roll to commercial, Todd, and then that's going to pretty much end our telecast for tonight. Again, thanks to everyone that tuned in.
Thank you to the sponsors and fans, and for Todd Edwards.
It's Stu Jones. See you guys soon.
At Dean's Auto Plaza, we sell trucks as a team. Life is a game of trucks, gentlemen, and the trucks people need are everywhere around us. When you add a free year of roadside assistance and a free 6-month, 7,500-mile powertrain warranty with your truck purchase, it's gonna make a difference to that customer. And when you look at that customer, you'll know they love trucks as much as you. Now, what are you gonna do? Now you know what you need to do. Dean's Auto Plaza, we are Hanover's truck giant.
Life can change quickly. At Integrity First Home Buyers, we are honored to be able to provide real solutions to real life challenges. In fact, our team of professional home buyers has helped thousands of individuals, couples, and families sell their home. Meanwhile, beautifying the neighborhood, improving